Hi, this is Ms. Park. In this video, we're going to do word problems that involve consecutive integers. So the word consecutive means come one after the other. So like 3, 4, 5, 16, 17, 18. Okay, they come one after the other. So an example of a question could be, I'll just scroll down here. Let's look at this question B right at the bottom of the screen. Determine 3 consecutive integers whose sum is 246. Okay, so the question is asking you to find 3 numbers whose sum is 246. Now, the fact that it says consecutive means we're not going to have 3 different variables. We'll still only have 1 variable because those numbers are related. They're one after the other. So here they give you these little charts to kind of get you warmed up with consecutive integers. So let's say, for example, the first integer was 1. Well, the second one is 2 and the third one is 3. Okay, and so then their sum would be 1 plus 2 plus 3. If the first integer was 10, then the second is 11, and the third is 12, right? Consecutive, 10, 11, 12. And so the sum would be 10 plus 11 plus 12. Okay, 29, 30, 31. So the sum would be 29 plus 30 plus 31. Okay, now what if we don't know the first one? So that's going to be our word problem. N will represent the first number. So what's the second number going to be? Remember, it's consecutive, so it's 1 more than the first one. So this will be n plus 1. The third integer is going to be 1 more than the second integer, right? It's the next one over. So it's n plus 1 plus another 1, or n plus 2. Okay, same thing, n plus 1 plus another 1, right? So now when you want to add them all up, what you're going to have? You're going to have n plus 1 plus n plus 2. That's how we're going to set up our equations. Right? Now, sometimes they talk about even and odd. So when they talk about consecutive even integers, that's like 2, 4, 6. It's the next even number and the next even number. So 16, 18, and 20, right? And so if the first one's n, the second one will be 2 more than n, because 1 more than n will be odd. So the next even number is 2 more than n. Right? And the next even number is 2 more than that, so n plus 4, which is really n plus 2 plus another 2. Okay, now in the last box, what if it's consecutive odd integers? So if the first odd integer is 1, well, the next odd integer is a 3, and the third one is a 5, right? So the sum is 1 plus 3 plus 5. If the first one's 29, the next odd one is 31. So again, it's 2 more than the first one. And then another 2 more gives us 33. So if our first one is n, our first odd integer is n, the next odd integer is going to be n plus 2. Now that's the same as what happened with the even numbers. The next one is n plus 4, which is really n plus 2 plus another 2. It looks exactly the same as the even numbers. So the way to know that it's different is that the sum of 3 odd numbers is going to be odd, and the sum of 3 even numbers is going to be even. So it's gonna be in the word problem. It'll work out correctly because their sum will be either even or odd. Okay, but setting it up is the same. So for this question that we saw, determine 3 consecutive integers whose sum is 246. Well, again, you need a variable, so we'll make the variable n. And since there's 3 numbers, they're giving you a starter here. Let n, n plus 1, and n plus 2 represent the numbers. You could also say let n represent the first number, n plus 1 the second number, n plus 2 the third number. Okay, you can do that in sort of like 3 lines if you want. And then your equation, because it says the sum is 246, the equation would be n plus 1 plus n plus 2 equals 246. Okay, and we solve this, so we collect. So this is 3n plus 3, collecting the like terms. It's 246. 3n equals 246 minus 3. And 3n will equal to 243. Divide both sides by 3. I'll just skip that line real quick because I don't have any space. And you get n is 81. So you know the first number is 81. So n is 81. N plus 2 Remember, goes right back to the let statement. Sorry, n plus 1 is 82, and n plus 2 is 83. Right? It goes right back to the let statement, and there we finish it off by answering the question. Therefore, the numbers are 81, 82, and 83. Okay? Great. Okay, so keep practicing, and thank you for watching.